First of all, I would like to thank you for representing AmerIcan to the Puerto Rican public and to the Puerto Rican executives in the country of Puerto Rico. Some things that you should remember when dealing with Puerto Rican business is that the management has more experience than their employees usually, and they may feel a paternal bond to their employees. Managers may include employees in activities regarding their family, their housing, their health, and other practical issues in their life. A key thing to remember when it comes to Puerto Rican business is that change in the business should not happen too rapidly because it can be seen as imprudent or incompetent. And if you move too slowly, that shouldn't happen either because that will be perceived as poor management to resist change unnecessarily. Another aspect that you need to remember when dealing with Puerto Rican businesses is that time is fluid. This means that deadlines and timelines are usually flexible and that patience is a key aspect to remember when dealing with Puerto Rican businesses. For the business hierarchy, managers tell their employees what to do and don't get asked questions from their subordinates. This is because the managers are thought to know what to do for that situation, and asking their subordinates would be like asking someone who doesn't know as much to help them. Another thing you should remember is that the place of work is a substitute family for the managers, so they treat every employee like part of their family. When starting business negotiations, you should start with small talk. You want to get to know the businessmen and women before you get down to business. You should always wait for the Puerto Rican colleagues to bring up the business. You do not rush the business talks. This will be seen as rude, and you will probably not get the business to cooperate with what you want. And the decisions are usually based on what their impressions of you are, and that has a big role in nonverbal communications. One key aspect of this is your appearance, and the appearance of your surroundings can influence your talks. So make sure you're in the right place and time when you want to talk to them about business. And for Puerto Rican culture, touching is common when talking with each other. Handshaking, kissing on the cheek, hugging, petting, and embracing is common. And you should always avoid eye contact when talking to a business executive for the reason that it shows respect to that business executive. And personal and public space in Puerto Rico is not common because they like to be close and talk close when they are communicating. Talking in turns, as in someone talks, they stop, then you start, is not encouraged as people talk at the same time, which means that they interrupt each other, they do all this, and they usually talk very loudly. Now we're going to talk about the dinner etiquette when dealing with business personnel. Eating is done at a leisurely pace whilst conversing. You don't want to eat too fast because that would be rude. You should greet the seated customers upon entry, even strangers, because this is seen as a show of respect to the customers and employees. Usually you should say the phrase "buen provecho," which means enjoy your meal. For dinner, men should greet with a handshake, and women should greet with a hug unless meeting for business, then shake hands. For tipping the waiter or the server, you should tip at least 15 to 20%, except when you're at casual bakeries. When going to a dinner, you should not wear bikini tops or skirts to dinner, as this is seen as a sign of rudeness to the restaurant and the employees. And just because you're at a beach paradise does not mean you should wear these to the restaurant. You should usually wear casual to business casual clothing. And now I will talk to you about some important facts about Puerto Rico that you should know. One important fact is that San Juan is the capital of Puerto Rico and the most popular municipality in Puerto Rico, with a population of 2 million. The city was founded in 1508 by Juan Ponce de Leon, and it is also considered Puerto Rico's main port of entry and has one of the best harbors in the Caribbean. One thing you should know about the climate is that the climate is tropical marine with an average temperature of 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 26 degrees Celsius. The main languages that are spoken there are Spanish and English, which are the official languages. But Spanish is without a doubt the dominant language. English is only spoken by about 1/4 of the population with limited capabilities. However, I would like to point out that most businessmen and businesswomen do speak English to deal with companies outside of Puerto Rico. When Puerto Ricans want to express their nationality, they say, "Soy de aquí como el coqui." It means, I'm as Puerto Rican as a coqui. A coqui is the national animal, the tree frog. And I would like you to know that all quotes on this page are from the welcometopuertorico.com website. Thank you for allowing me to show you what you should and shouldn't do when visiting Puerto Rico for business, and I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful trip to Puerto Rico, and hope we get the contract for AmerIcan.